Shalom, 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 shalom. As always, first I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to my fellow Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters that have been edified by the truth, and to the 144,000 hopeful elect of the house of Israel. All praises and glory. So, man, when I tell you Esau knows that the chariots are coming, Esau's elites know the chariots are coming. All right? Esau's elites know the chariots of the Lord, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming alongside Michael and the archangels. Now, I want you to listen to what I'm going to say about this show, this new show. Season 2 just started. I've only just started watching it the other day, right? Because I like to watch these shows, anything to do with invasions or scientific or microchips or brain chips or anything to do with futuristic scientific movies and androids and AI and aliens, so-called aliens and all that. That's just my thing. I like to watch them and really listen to what's going on in these shows, because I always say Esau is showing the rest of his elites, all right, what's going on. These messages that they're putting out there are loud and clear for the elect. The elect will see this and understand this, just like I saw this and understood this. I just started watching this show last week. Just last week. Now I want you to listen to what. Well, you ain't gonna be. I'm doing a little running commentary on this little 5-minute video here, but I've had to do it in still frames because there's no way I could record the show and put it up on the screen, because they would take down the video immediately. So it's all still frames with the subtitles showing what the people are saying, but I've still framed it and filmed it on a still frame. All right. So read what it says on the subtitles and listen to what I have to say. All right. So without further ado, let me just play the little video that I made earlier on today. And today is Monday, the 4th of September, 2023. Monday, the 4th of September, 2023. That's what the show's called, Invasion. That's what the actual show is called, Invasion. Shalom to the Akiyams, right? I'm watching this show called Invasions, right? It's on Apple TV. It's an Apple show, right? It's an Apple TV show, right? And it's called Invasions. It's about the chariots coming to invade planet Earth, all right? So it says here, she says it's the end of the world, all right? I can't film it, but I'm gonna just pause it and then I'm gonna show you what she says, right? So she's talking to her husband. They're hiding in the cellar, right? The chariots have come. As you know, they always make out that these are beings from another universe, right? But we know the chariots are angels, right? So the chariots have come, and only they've come all over the world at this present time, right? They've not just come to America, they've come to the whole 4 corners of the world. So she's saying to her husband, she's hiding in the house, she said, it's the end of the world. Now watch what she says. It's the end of the world, right? And then she says, it's truly, see that? Revelations, all right? Quoting from the scriptures. Now look what she says in that. Revelations chapter 21, verse 1. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, right? This is what she's quoting, right? Regarding the chariots, the aliens that have come, right? As you know, they always refer to them as aliens, but we know they're angels. The chariots that have come. Now, as I said before, the chariots have not just come to America, they've come to the 4 corners of the world, right? Everyone is experiencing the same thing that they're experiencing here in America. Because what this show is showing you is families they're showing they're going from England to like a family or a set of people in England to Japan, to America, and somewhere else they went, and to the Middle East. Right? Where they're showing the US military in the Middle East, all right? They're showing the chariots come to the Middle East, as far as Japan, that's the Far East, as far as the West, America as the Far West, and the United Kingdom, Britain, right? Now watch what she says after this. Quoting again, for the first heaven and the first earth has passed away, right? She's quoting Revelations 21, verse 1, and I think verse 2, all right? As you can see,
hold on, Edomite, right? That's hiding in the cellar with his wife, and there's also another family hiding in the cellar with them. So the woman of the husband of the and the wife of the other family that's hiding in the cellar with them says, we don't know what they want, and right? So this is what this is the Edomites' response, right? When the lady, the other family in the cellar says, we don't know what these aliens want, right? What these aliens want. So this is what the Edomite says. It says, well, whatever it is, it's gonna find out the hard way, right? It says the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, right? This is what this Edomite says to it's like an Arab couple that's in the cellar with them, right? Hiding in the cellar in this house, right? From the chariots, right? And like I said, she says, we don't know what they want. The woman says to this man here and his wife. And then he says, well, whatever it is, it's going to find out the hard way. That's the pride of his heart, right? Now watch this. He says, by the way, we got the best military in the world, right? This is what see, he's got the gun in his hand. He's got a double barrel shotgun in his hand. That's his wife sitting down to the left. And the other couple, he's speaking to her, facing her, sitting in the other part of the cellar, right? So the Edomite says, we got the best military in the world, right? Now listen to what the Arab man's going to say to him, right? The other family, what he's going to respond to him, all right? In the same scene here. Listen to what the Arab man says. This nearly made me fall out of my seat. So see the Arab couple there with their children? They're hiding in the cellar with the Edomite and his wife, right? Because it's the Edomite man's house. So this is what the Arab man says to him. Is it the best military in the universe? You tell me that these Edomites don't know that the Lord is coming and the chariots and the angel are coming to take them out. I nearly fell out my seat when the Arab man said that to him. Is it the best military in the universe? As we all know, no. The greatest military is coming, and the chief and the leader of it is Yahweh Shai, and Michael is the general that's coming beside him and the rest of the angels, right? But I couldn't stop laughing when he said that. Is it the best military in the universe? And we all know it's not. Yahweh Shai is.
So I'm going to bring out a few scriptures, boy. I truly had to laugh when I saw that. Is it the best military in the universe, right? The greatest military that this world is ever going to experience is coming in the form of Yahweh Shai, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, the 7 archangels, the 12 legions of angels, alongside 144,000. And the head of that army, his name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And it's his Father, the Most High, who's going to be sending him. Yahweh is sending his son, Yahweh Shai. The greatest military the world has ever seen is coming. It's coming. So when I saw the response there, when the Arab man said to the Edomite man, is it the best military in the universe? I couldn't stop laughing. And the chariots came, like I said, the chariots came to the 4 corners of the world, and they're all in, and they're in the Middle East, right, as well, fighting the US Army. Hey, you gotta watch this show. It's called Invasion, season 1, and I just started to watch it. Invasion, season 1, episode 6. This all took place, and you don't actually get to see. You just about start to see the the aliens. We know they're angels in episode 6 because Esau always likes to portray the aliens, the angels, as aliens, when we know those aliens from another planet are the angels of the Lord that are coming from the heavens of heavens. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Truly, it was. I watch these shows just to see. I'm always looking for the subliminal messages, the predictive programming that they're pushing through this show. And that's what gets me to watch them. Like I said, my love for these shows, I like these futuristic stuff because I know Esau's pride likes to show you what he knows and what he's going to do. But he knows the Lord is coming. He knows. So let me just bring out a few scriptures. Man, it's late over here in the UK. It's just gone 11:30 in the night. I got to be up at 6. The Spirit's on me to do this tonight, boy. Trust me. I think Revelations 19 is probably the best one to go to. Let me see. The coming of Yahweh Shai. So they know Yahweh Shai is coming. They know he's coming. So I'm just going to read this here, right? The coming of Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Coming of Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? And I saw Revelations 19:11, right? Because she was quoting, the woman was quoting, just to show you in the show, she was quoting Revelations 21. When she said this is Revelations, when she was saying, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth passed away, and there was no more sea, right? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, that's the elect of Israel, coming down from the Most High out of heaven in the chariots, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Who is the husband? That's Yahweh Shai, all right? So the new heaven and the new earth is the kingdom of heaven that's coming to earth. All right? That's what the Lord is coming to establish. Right? He's coming to establish the new heaven and the new earth. And this is how he's going to do it. So when I saw that in the show, boy, I tell you, the elites of Esau knows that the Lord is coming. Believe me when I tell you. Revelations 19:11, because when I'm watching this show, and for me, it's just depicting Revelations 19:11, the second coming of the Lord. Because these, if you see the damage, right, that these so-called aliens are doing to the humans in this show, they are truly treading them down like grapes in a wine press, splattering them. It's beautiful to watch. Revelations 19:11, and I saw the heavens open, and behold, a white horse. That's Yahushai's chariot. All right. White means pure, purity. Horse, as we all know, means power. When you have a car, you say it has 200 horsepower, 300 horsepower, or a boat or a ship. It's all based on horsepower. It's all about the power of the chariot. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. That's Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And in righteousness, not in wickedness, in righteousness, he does judge and make war. All right. And we're just starting to see the war that these so-called aliens are making with these nations in this show. And he is truly treading them down like a wine press. Just like what it says in Isaiah 66. I think it's Isaiah, or not, Isaiah 63, maybe it's Isaiah 63. Yeah, when it says here, who is it that comes from Edom, which is America, with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength in the chariots. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? This is metaphoric language for the amount of bloodshed that's going to be shed when the Lord and the angels come. And thy garments, like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury. And you're seeing this in this show, because these aliens ain't ramping in this show. They're not taking no hostages, right? And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant. And what I like about this show, it's not like to say you're watching it and from the first episode you're seeing the aliens or the chariots. No, no, no. You don't see them until around episode 6, where you start to see the aliens, which we know are angels. But what you see is the different effects it's having on the different families and congregations and people in England. It's a set of school kids that they're focusing on. In the Middle East, it's the US Army. In Japan, it's their Japanese, like their version of NASA. They sent some people out into space, and they were the first ones that encountered them, the chariots. And in America, the whole society is broken down. It's complete civil. It's all under martial law. So for the first 5 episodes, it's the build up for you, and then you start seeing the aliens, which are the angels, in episode 6, right? But you see the build up, and then you see the damage that they were doing to them during that build up. And this is what they are doing, all right? They are trampling them in their fury. Just like what Yahushua said, he's going to trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant. Symbolic, metaphoric language, should I say, for the amount of blood that's going to be shed. I'm telling you, they know, the elites know. So they're kind of showing you this in bits and pieces in the show. When these aliens are encountering the armies, the militaries, the US military and the people, they are literally splattering them, taking them apart. So we go back to Revelations 19 and 11. It's the same thing that Isaiah 63 is talking about. The second coming of the Lord in the chariots. He's coming to make war, to judge and make war. I can't say this enough. This thing about us is not about color. It's about truth and prophecy. Truth. And here's what the Lord says here. He says, as I fell down to his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. Talking about John the Revelator when he fell down to worship the angel that was bringing him these visions and showing him what was going to happen in the future. Right? Through a vision, he says, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that has a testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh, which is the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. We are in the spirit of prophecy because all we're doing is testifying about the second coming of our Lord and what he's coming to do in terms of salvation and judgment. He's coming to judge and make war. The elites of Esau know this. His eyes were as a flame of fire. Jump back down to verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, on his head were many crowns. The many crowns are the different nations, kingdoms, and governments that the Lord is going to take down. As you take down one kingdom, you take the crown from that king. So when the Lord takes down America, he takes the crown from America. When he takes down England, he takes the crown from the leader of England. When he takes down France, he takes the crown from the leader of France, the president of France. When he takes down, Egypt, he'll take the crown from the president of Egypt. When he takes down South Africa, he'll take the crown from the president of South Africa. When he takes down Russia, he'll take the crown from him, Putin, or whoever's in charge. When he takes down China, he'll take the crown from China, Xi Jinping, or whoever's in charge. Those are the many crowns. The Lord is going to be taking down all principalities and powers and everything. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24, verse 25 tells you that. And he had made a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. The amount of blood shed, his actual clothes is not going to be dipped in blood. This is parabolic. Parabolic. That's the word that Apostle Tahar likes to use. Parabolic, metaphoric language for the amount of blood that's going to be shed, family. We're just the messengers, the servants. Do not take it out on us for telling you what is truly going to take place, because your elites know this Bible is going to be fulfilled. They know the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And he was clothed with vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. The Word of Yahweh. Why is he the Word of Yahweh? Just like I said here. If we go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24, I believe, the Lord is coming to take down these nations for his Father. Then comes the end. What did the woman say in the show? This is the end of the world, she said. Then comes the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High. You understand? Even the Father, when he shall put down, who's going to do this? Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. When he shall put down all rule and all authority and all power, for he must reign. Yahushua must reign in the kingdom of heaven that he's going to establish on earth, till he has put all enemies, all the crowns of all of these presidents, prime ministers, and royal families and leaders of these countries around the world, until he has put all enemies under his feet. And the last enemy that he shall be destroyed is death, because the elect are going to receive immortality. Go back to Revelations 19. So all of the enemies are all of the crowns, just like what we read here. And on his head were many crowns, because those are the enemies that he's going to put down. So when it says here, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High, because it's coming in the name of his Father. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. The angels followed him in their chariots, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, pure, pure. This is pure, unadulterated righteousness. They're coming in. Pure, unadulterated righteousness in the chariots, led by Yahushua, then Michael, and the rest of the archangels. And out of his mouth goes a sharp sword. Because even up until now, we haven't actually seen the chariots yet. We've just seen like little glimpses of them, in a sense, like pieces of them, but we haven't seen the chariots yet, as of yet, up to episode 6. So I like the way how they bring in the show. They're bringing you, they're not rushing you into this thing. They're taking their time and showing you the effect that's going on in the four corners of the world. So the sharp sword is the laser, the power and the lasers that's coming out, the weapons that the chariots are going to possess, basically. And out of his mouth goes the sharp sword, that with it he shall what should smite the nations. Smite means kill. If we look up the word smite, the word smite, come on, Johnny boy. The word smite, to smite down, to cut down, to kill, slay. He's going to smite his enemies. He's going to kill his enemies. We're just the messengers. So he says here, and out of his mouth goes a sharp sword, that in it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule with them, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. He's going to rule the nations with a rod of iron when he establishes the kingdom of heaven on earth. But it's going to take a lot of bloodshed to get to that point. And he treads the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty. We read that here, right? The winepress. He's going to tread the winepress. I have trodden the winepress alone. This is Yahushua. Edom is symbolic name for the United States of America. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, and I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. That's the amount of bloodshed the Lord is going to shed. Why? For the day of vengeance, which is the judgment, is in mine heart. Can't get out of his mind that this day that's coming, but he knows he can't come until the Most High give him the green light. And the year of my redeemed is come. He's going to redeem the nation of Israel, but only the elect in these last days. It says here, and he has on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, because he's going to take down. I keep going back and forth. He's going to take down what? And when he shall have put down all power, all rule and authority and power. That's what he's coming to do in the name of his Father, to deliver up the kingdom to the Most High. And I saw, and this is what it says, and he has in his vesture on his thigh name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He's going to take all of these nations down. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of the heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power, Yahweh, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. The war of Armageddon. There's going to be dead bodies, not just in the Middle East, but scattered across the world. But the great feast is going to take place in the Middle East. America is going to become the lake of fire and brimstone by nuclear fire and the chariots of the Lord. And I saw a beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together, the war of Armageddon, to make war against him that sat on the horse, that came in the chariot. The horse is symbolic for power. and against his army. His army are the angels of Yahweh Shai, who praises the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, they know the Lord is coming. They know Yahweh Shai is coming. And this is why they continue to depict these things in their shows. So I just really want to bring that little bit of information forward, boy, that trust me, watch the show if you can, and you will see. I'm only up to episode 6, boy, and that episode just stood out. I mean, from the minute I saw the invasion in the different parts of the world that these chariots, that these so-called aliens were going to, and the chariots were going to, I knew that these people knew that they are recreating the second coming of our Lord, but they always make it out to be little green men. They're not little green men, family. They are angels. Anyway, it was beautiful to watch, trust me.
Invasion.
Invasion, that's the show. I want to give all the praise and the glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahushai, by Shem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. I pray that you are edified by today's edification. Esau elites know the chariots are coming. Keep praying, keep safe, repent, and hold on to this word. Shalom, shalom, shalom.